Sigmar and Werner, comrades and friends, thank you for the invitation and the possibility for me to just say some words and address this youth camp. I will start my speaking notes telling you about the finest and most important characters of social democracy. It is basically the essence of why we organize summer camps and activities as this IUSY festival. I will talk some words about strongly associated with Bruno Kreisky, Willy Brandt and Olof Palme. And I will talk about the importance of political involvement. These words can mean so much. Power and courage. Power and courage. And that's all about social democracy. We have the power and we have the courage to stand up for the freedom and equality and every man's, woman's right all over the world. It calls power and courage. And that's the count for the simple and the beautiful. We take responsibility for each other. No one is left behind. We take responsibility for every brother and sister, for every child. We take responsibility. We see each other. No one will be left behind. That's the essence of social democracy. Dear friends, as my colleagues already touched upon, just in this moment, exactly right now, it is 4 days since Norway was hit by this tragic murder. Then in the heart of social democracy, as my colleagues already have mentioned, 15 minutes ago we talked with Jens Stoltenberg. This leader of a country struggling now, so strong, so fragile, but so strong. And he tells us, all of us, stand up for democracy, stand up for human values, because we need each other, we need to listen to each other, we need to learn from each other, and we need to understand why we have this kind of festivals. We have these kind of festivals because it's absolutely necessary that we listen from comrades from other countries, that we learn from comrades from other countries, that we can use the experience of social democrats from other countries in our own country. We will grow stronger when we meet at summer camps, as this summer camp or at the summer camp in Ute in Norway. That's the essence of social democracy, that we are curious, that we want to learn, that we want to listen, and then we want to come together and talk about a brighter future for everyone. That's what the answer to Jens Stoltenberg and the Norwegian people is. We are listening to you. We hear you, you're not here, but we are together with you every single moment. And when we heard the tragic, shocking news from Norway, we all can agree on the time stood still. And for me, and I am absolutely sure it was the same for all of you, it was hard to breathe, and it still is. The grief, the anger and the pain over these cowardly attacks against our democracy, freedom and human dignity will we all carry for the rest of our lives. It was an assault on all of us who believe in an open society and freedom. All my thoughts, all our thoughts are still with the victims at Utøya and Oslo, with the loved ones, the parents and the friends, and with the social democrats of Norway. Sweden and Norway are very close friends. I became a member of the youth branch of social democracy, SSU, 1976. And in just 3 months, I met with the first Norwegians at the summer camp. And then we discussed everything. How to change the school system, how we should make it possible to disarm nuclear weapons. Everything was possible at this youth camp. The sky was the limit. We came together, and when we were together at the fireplace, when we had the barbecue, when we had the swim, when they had the dance, when they had the seminars, everything was possible. And that must be now, for us who are in leading position, a responsibility to carry out the words. Everything is impossible. Do not let these terrorist groups limit your ambitions. Everything is possible. There are so many all over the world try to do the best to limit the range of democracy, saying, no, this is something for the market to take care of. No, this cannot be solved in a democratic way. Our answer must be, democracy is a way of living. No part of life can be excluded of the idea of democracy. It's the working places, the houses, schools, all parts of the world. We need more youth who want to change the world for the better, not less. We need stronger political youth organizations, not weaker. We need brave youth leaders who pick up the aspirations of Kreisky, Brandt and Palme and address the future challenges. I know that so many of us active politicians now are worried about the atmosphere in society. The tougher, the harder humanity is pushed back. Hate is easily spread on internet. Indifference to others is expanding. Our democracy must be defended every day. Democracy must also take the responsibility for setting limits. We shall stand together on that battle, talking about tomorrow, talking about the brighter tomorrow that is possible, a tomorrow that goes beyond the next tax cut, a tomorrow with an idea of a better future, a tomorrow where we can describe what we mean when we talk about the value-driven growth, where we do not any longer exploit the workers, where we do not any longer exploit the nature, where we invest in working places, where we invest in climate change. That's what we can call a value-driven growth, and that's the answer of tomorrow.